Hey, namaste. This is Sacredowl with another Real Talk by Sacredowl. Today I want to talk about relationship. Not just loving relationships, family relationships, and friendships. But I also want you to understand something. Let's talk about why you do things in a relationship. Now, if you're in a relationship with your child or with your lover or with your friend, and you got to pick up their cell phone and you got to go through it and you got to see what they're doing and saying, stop it. Stop it. That is such a sign of insecurity and immaturity. It's ridiculous. Stop it. Because now you're looking for something. My dad had a great quote. He always says, if you're looking for something, you're going to find it. Exactly. And if you find it under assumptions or for facts, you're still looking for it. So stop looking at your partner's cell phone, stop going through their emails, stop going through their journals, and stop listening into their conversations. As a parent, yes, I want to see if my kid is doing this or doing that. I'm not saying that because once your child does something and it's a current situation, I get that you have to check on them. But if they're not doing anything, your energy might push them to that direction. I know some people growing up, when their mother or father or their families or their aunts started getting into their business and already they had their mindset that you're accused of what you're doing, they never ever felt sure or insecure about themselves. They lost their confidence because we're projecting our own assumptions on them. Most of the time, if you're up to something, it'll be picked up by the universe anyway. Now, this need to know, could be triggered by interaction situations that may have happened in the past, and they're very similar to what you're now doing. So stop projecting that feeling of your insecurities in the past by now creating situations through assuming that it's occurring again. That's a pure sign of immaturity. We have daily challenges, we really do, of insecurities from our experiences with family, friends, and traveling to work and co-workers. We have to make strong efforts not to allow our insecurities to destroy something that can be amazing or potentially amazing because we are looking for something that's not really there. Now, if you have to look through the person's phone, and because they may have done something in the past and you have not resolved it, why are you in the relationship? Just help me understand that. Why are you in the relationship? Because you're not at peace. So every day you're waking up with this feeling and you're not at peace. And so if you're not at peace, why are you in a relationship? Even if it's with a family member, why are you interacting with them? You have to really understand that you have to deal with your own insecurities, and if you have doubts, it's okay. But what's really okay is to talk about them. Not talk about, which is not okay, about it in an accusatory way, or with sitting there and then when you get information that you think might be, you start to interrogate, because that's putting the person in a defensive position. How fair is that? And guess what it's doing to your energies? Right? It's messing up your day. We have to stop for a moment and take a look and say, listen, I don't feel good about something. When you start to interrogate, well, why are you talking to this person? Well, what is it you need to know about them? Well, maybe I'm talking to that person because you always put me in a defensive position. I know some of you are going to take this video and twist it in your own way because maybe you are doing something you ain't got no business doing. Don't do that, because what's going to happen is, and I'm putting it out there on this video, what's going to happen is if you use and misuse this energy, then what's going to happen is that the universe is going to show them what you're doing from another perspective. It's a guarantee. Let me tell you something. Intuition is amazing. But when intuition is applied properly in a relationship, it makes the relationship amazing. But when you start to accuse somebody of something, then it makes that relationship very difficult to deal with. Now, here's how you start to resolve all that. By sharing how you feel. Calm without creating defensive energy. Now you're creating a partnership with that person instead of a rival. Right. So I'm saying to you, listen, this is how I'm feeling. And maybe that person could give you perspective. Maybe that person you're having a situation with can tell you, listen, it's okay to feel that way. This is the way it is. And it becomes a calm, loving connection instead of this rival. People, Relationships are difficult, but the relationship with yourself is the most important one. If you're projecting that out, it's because that's how you feel about yourself. Guys, listen, have a great day. This is Sacred Owl. Namaste.